So today we are going to look at the electricity charge for manufacturing sectors and also for commercial buildings. Then because they are big users and most likely their electricity bills are not as simple as our residential houses. And most likely for manufacturing sectors, they are going to be charged for four parts. They are service charge, energy charge, demand charge, and the power factor charge. So we're going to look at all those charges with a real electricity bill to understand how manufacturing sectors are getting charged in electricity. So let's get it started. Okay, so this is an electricity bill. Then like we said, so most likely for manufacturing sectors, they're going to be charged for service charge, energy charge, demand charge, and also a power factor charge. So when you get the utility bill, so we're going to look at the bigger parts first. So in this case, the company is getting charged $143,000. So for those small parts, then we can just ignore. So we only look into the big parts here. Then also for the second page. Then with that, we have a demand charge, energy charge. So you probably can't just take this $23,000 as the only energy charge because we also have a bigger parts here. So we will need to look into all those numbers and see which are also energy charge. So for demand charge is charged by kilowatt. So typically the utility company measures your energy use in every 15 or 30 minutes period. Then the demand kilowatt is going to be the amount of energy, which is kilowatt hour that you used in the 15 minutes, then divided by the 15 minutes. It's going to be in kilowatt. Then they're going to pick the highest 15 minutes in the whole month. Then in this case, each kilowatt is $6.49. Then besides that, we also have additional 55.9%. Then if we do the math, it's actually the total of those two numbers, then times 0.5591. So the demand charge besides this number, we also need to consider this number here. The similar thing for energy charge, which is measured by how many kilowatt hours that you use in a month. So here is a portion of energy charge, and we also need to consider this additional 56%, which is this number here. Then besides these two, we also have a fuel charge and also other type of charges. So you also need to consider these two here. Then turns out to be our demand charge is going to be $6.49 per kilowatt, then times the additional percentage. Then turns out to be each kilowatt you're going to be charged for $10. And similarly, for your energy charge, we need to add all those numbers together. So it's this number here, then times 1 plus the additional portion here, then add the fuel charge and minus the discount here. Then turns out to be our energy charge is going to be about $0.0469111 per kilowatt hour. The next one is the power factor charge. So let's look at here. It looks like the utility company didn't charge for the power factor explicitly. But if we look at the bill, it does have power factor here. So we're actually getting charged for power factor implicitly. So let's take a look. So power factor is actually defined as kilowatt divided by kVA with the triangle relation. And kilowatt is the amount of power that the meter measures. And the kVA is the amount of power that the utility company really delivered. Then the difference, which is also called the reactive power, kVAR, is because of the inductive load of your equipment. So typically, the utility company charges for low power factor because that's the real cost, but not measured by the meter. Then for the demand, we have on-peak and off-peak. then this is what the meter really measured, then this is the reactive power. So we can use this mechanism and calculate the kVA, which is the utility company really delivered. Turns out to be it's 3,846 kVA, but we don't really see this number here. So we probably need to try something else. Then for a lot of utility companies in the US, they could charge for power factor with some mechanism like this. So if your power factor is greater than a number, then they won't charge you. But if your power factor is lower than a certain number, then they're going to charge you the additional with this function here. So your additional demand is going to be calculated with the formula or something like this. And this is going to be your power factor charge. Then we will need to figure out this number here. Then with this mechanism, then we can do some backwards calculation here. Then in this case, we have a billed demand, which is higher than your real demand. Then we could have the formula or something like your billed demand is your real demand, then plus the additional, which is this one here. Then this is your demand, then times that specific number that we want to figure out, then subtract the power factor, then divided by the power factor. In our case, the number is 0.9. Then with the 0.9 here, when you plug it in our case, then that's exactly 3460, which is this number here. So if you enjoy what I'm talking about, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Then you can also validate the power factor here, which is also this relation here with the triangle. Turns out to be it looks right. Then that is for power factor charge. Then also in this particular facility, if you look at here, then it has a facilities charge. So you can look at the bill of each month. If it's a fixed number, then you could count that as a service charge. Then besides that, we also have a lot of other charges. So they're all smaller numbers compared with 143,000. So if you still think these charges they are matter, then you can count them as the miscellaneous charge. Then figure out the rate structure, then look into the bill for each month, then calculate the energy charge, demand charge, power factor charge, and compare with the charge that you are really getting billed each month. Alright, then this is all we have for today regarding electricity charge for manufacturing sectors. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.